Alright, hell yeah. So this is a video on how to know the conversion factor between meters per second and miles per hour. So, and I really do think I can remember this one to 2.237. I've always tried to remember it as 2.25, like, hey, it's always times 2. That's what you should for sure know. So if a car starts at a speed of 10, that's going to be 20 miles per hour, just right off the bat. Hey, a skydiver goes at 55, that's 110 miles an hour. Top speed of 90, 180 miles an hour. You know what I mean? So just instantaneously, your brain should be going that direction. Glock, you know what I mean, is, friggin' A, 750 miles an hour. Hey, the shuttle to get to the International Space Station, it's got to be this times 2. That's 16,000 miles an hour. Now it's more, because look at these. It says this is 17, so what gives? Well, you need to do this extra 0.25. Now I would always say the axiom like times 2 plus a 25% tip, because if you think of things in dollars, hey, I spent $10 and I need to tip 25%. Now some people are just good at that. I'm horrible at it. I have to always do like 10%. I know 10% of 10 is $1. Sweet. So 20% is $2. So sweet. So right now I know that 12 miles an hour is pretty darn close, but I can always do what's 5%. If I know that 10% is $1, well, I need to do $2 and then 50, so $2.50, right? So it's going to be 12.5 miles per hour. This one, I mean, yeah, this is really difficult, you know what I mean? Let's do 55 meters per second. If I have a $55 bill, you know, for a restaurant, well, it's $5.50 for that 10%. So that's going to be $11. So let's just stop there. You know, 11 times 55, I don't even know what that is, but 10 plus 55 is 65. So it's 66. So 66 miles an hour. Plus what, half of, you know what I mean, like a couple extra, so 66, 67, 68, 68.5. You know, so you can, so I would start with times 2, and then do like the 25% tip, but maybe I should change this axiom to just a 20% tip, but I don't know, I kind of like my 25% tip. But how do we get this number? It's just kind of a circus trick, but I would just say, hey, instead of 2.25, hey, we're going to have 2 extra numbers because we're going to get it. One is lower and the other is higher. So if it was 2 point, this is reduced by 2 and this is increased by 2. Hey, I think I can know that, you know what I mean? And since I've spent so much time, you know, thinking, hey, is it a 25% tip? Nah, it's a 20% tip. But I know it's halfway in between 25 and 20, so heck yeah, 2.237. And I know that these two numbers are 2 away from that 5 that I thought it was. So that's just kind of, you know what I mean, how I'm going to do meters per second, miles per hour. So again, multiply by 2 to get all these. And then if you want to get fancy, you know what I mean, holy, let's try to do this one. 8,000. If I have an $8,000 bill and I got to do 10%, that's going to be $800. And then so it's going to be 800 is double that. It's going to be 16. No, 1,600. So I'm going to have 9,700 miles per hour. Now I'm totally even doing this wrong. I got to multiply by 2. My bad. So we have 16. Yeah, holy Toledo. So 8,000 times 2 is going to be 16,200. Okay, and then I'm going to take a 20%. Well, what's a 10% tip? That's going to be 800, and then so it's going to be 1,600. Shoot, I need to write this down. 1,600 added to double that was going to be 16,200, and so we're going to have 17,800. Plus a little extra. That's how we get to that 17,900. I apologize. I really struggle with this mental math. But the more you do it, the more you're going to get better. But again, 2.237, and that's pretty darn close. I mean, that's hella close because that's a 9. So that's a conversion factor worth memorizing. And that's a video.